After a weak selection last week, this week's releases are packed with action, making it a thrilling lineup for fans of the genre. If you love action films, buckle up as we count down this week's top releases. With 3 action-packed releases from Netflix alone, it's definitely going to be an interesting week. Number 9. Hellboy the Crooked Man. Parapsychologist Bobby Jo Song is assigned to deliver a mysterious spider to the BPRD, but when the mission takes a dark turn, she seeks Hellboy's help. Their journey leads them deep into Appalachia, where they must confront the sinister Crooked Man, who has returned to Earth to harvest souls for the devil. Jack Kesey brings a fitting portrayal of Hellboy in this eerie, folklore-driven adaptation, staying true to the comics, though its faithfulness may not appeal to all audiences. While it doesn't surpass Del Toro's films, it stands above the 2019 reboot, offering a slow-burning horror experience anchored by Hellboy's ominous yet reassuring presence. Number 8. Starve Acre. Richard, his wife Jules, and their son Owen move to his late father's isolated farm, but soon, Owen begins hearing a mysterious voice urging him toward erratic and violent behavior. A sudden tragedy fractures the family, pushing Richard deeper into his passion for archaeology, where he unearths a skeleton that triggers unsettling memories of his harsh childhood. As eerie folklore about an ancient oak and the fabled dandelion jack takes hold, the family's reality spirals into the bizarre, though the film's fragmented storytelling leaves too many gaps. While moments of intrigue exist, particularly from the eccentric medium Mrs. Ford, the film leans too much on bleak weather and an overbearing score, struggling to sustain its mystery across its runtime. Number 7. Love Hurts. A former criminal-turned-realtor is forced back into his dangerous past when an old partner resurfaces with a cryptic warning, while his crime lord brother hunts him down. Kuhui Kwan and Ariana DeBose deliver standout performances, with exciting fight sequences, though a few more action scenes would have elevated the experience. The film's humor is hit or miss, and while the opening and final acts are strong, the middle drags with excessive exposition, including unnecessary internal monologues. With a surprise appearance from Sean Astin and even a Property Brother cameo, this is an enjoyable, if flawed, action flick best suited for a matinee viewing. Number 6. Picture This. In this charming rom-com, struggling photographer Pia is told that her next 5 dates will lead her to both true love and career success. As her sister's wedding approaches and her family eagerly plays matchmaker, she embarks on a whirlwind of romantic encounters. Just as she starts to believe in the prediction, her ex unexpectedly re-enters her life, stirring up old feelings and new complications. Now, Pia must navigate love, ambition, and fate to discover what truly matters. Number 5. Squad 36. Antoine Serta, a senior police officer in France, is reassigned to the anti-crime brigade after facing sanctions, severing ties with his former unit led by the charismatic Sami Belkame. When 2 officers from his old squad are killed and a third goes missing, Serta embarks on a personal investigation that uncovers intense police rivalries, leading him down a dark and dangerous path. Directed by Olivier Marchal, Squad 36 boasts stunning cinematography, captivating locations, and a gritty atmosphere reminiscent of classic French crime dramas. With strong performances and a well-structured narrative, it stands as a must-watch Netflix crime thriller, blending modern tension with a nod to French noir from the 60s and 70s. Number 4. Counterattack. A group of 5 friends, unknowingly members of Mexico's elite special forces Murciélagos, find themselves hunted by a deadly Sicario squad during a shopping trip to the US/Mexican border. The plot is gripping, with great action scenes, but it suffers from a low budget and awkward dialogue, possibly due to translation issues. The film ends on a cliffhanger that sets up a sequel, which I'd love to see immediately, ideally with some upgraded actors while keeping a few key cast members. Despite its flaws, I thoroughly enjoyed the movie and would gladly pay to see a red-hot version with the same storyline but a bigger production. Number 3. Demon City. Wrongfully accused of murdering his wife and child, Shuhei Sakata survives a failed suicide attempt and spends 15 years disabled in a prison hospital. Upon his release, a chance encounter sets him on a path to reclaim his physical strength and seek the truth. Ikuta delivers a gripping performance, portraying Sakata's anguish and relentless drive, while a strong supporting cast adds emotional depth to the story. With Tanaka's masterful direction, stunning neon-lit cinematography, and intense, well-choreographed fight sequences, the film creates a raw and immersive experience that keeps viewers hooked. Number 2. Set against the vibrant New York City music scene of the early 1960s, A Complete Unknown chronicles 19-year-old Bob Dylan's meteoric rise from a Minnesota folk singer to a global sensation. As his music evolves, culminating in his electrifying 1965 Newport Folk Festival performance, the film explores his relentless pursuit of success and the identity crisis that comes with it. His shifting relationships mirror his changing sound, revealing a deep longing for something he's already lost, an innocence he can never reclaim. With a phenomenal soundtrack that perfectly captures Dylan's transformation, this film is an unforgettable journey through music, fame, and self-discovery. Number 1. Hard Eyes. For years, the Hard Eyes killer has terrorized Valentine's Day, stalking and murdering couples in cold blood, and this year, no one is safe. Blending horror with unexpected comedy, this rom-com slasher takes a unique approach that may catch some viewers off guard but ultimately finds its rhythm. While one plot point felt off to me, the film's solid pacing, sharp comedic chemistry between the leads, and brutal kills should satisfy most horror fans. Though rom-coms aren't my thing, the horror elements hit the mark, making this an entertaining and bloody holiday watch.